Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.
Holy shit. That was a thing, man.
Oh,
Fuck.
holy shit.
That was a...
April Fools, everybody. That was the fake draft. That was the real one.
Finally. All right, now we got rid of it.
That was just a really, really long rehearsal, right?
Yeah.
was all pre-show.
Man, these hilarious practical jokes we play on this show are really cutting edge.
Oh, man, I totally fell for it.
We were supposed to wait until Tom left to do the real draft. I'm going to spend $100 on Avengers this time.
Do you think it's possible to win the draft with if well, I guess not this year, given DTNS's slate, but if somebody had just gone in at 100,
I think if the last half hadn't have gone like it did, and it went a little more evenly spaced between everyone, we could have won. We're pretty far ahead of everyone else given my like fake ass projections, but that I double checked.
Well, yeah, I was using a projection thing, and the optimum bid according to my estimates was 94.
Now what's
Wow, that's high.
what was your technique, Tom? I'm curious to hear.
So Jenny went through, because she really is good at this crap, and gave estimates on what was going to what things were going to make, and then I put that in the spreadsheet and figured out the formula of like, okay, well then you shouldn't bid more than this to maximize what you're going to get. And then we decided, because everybody would be all excited about Age of Ultron early on, to give up on that, pull back, and save money for the end, because there were all those good movies in the end, which worked.
We had a very similar idea, but wanted to make sure the Avengers went for high enough. And you know what? It didn't. Well, yeah, our plan is actually kind of the opposite of that, which is to immediately bid for the number that we think is reasonable, and then if anyone overbids us on anything, they're paying too much. So, yeah, didn't work. That did not work. Didn't work either.
Well, and Jenny and I even talked, like, if people don't overbid early, what do we do? And we identified some other movies to scramble to that we thought would hedge us. But everybody was overbidding from our projections early on, so we just held still.
The hard part is going to be enduring the whole month until Memorial Day when our first movie comes up. I'm really impatient in that regard.
Well, last year,
Yeah,
our
I
winter
agree.
draft, when I did Hunger Games, I didn't have a movie until like November, I think. So.
But, I mean, that's a
Avatar making
dangerous
that
strategy,
movie.
because
We pretend like we have a chance.
it's like as you get near the end, you can decide to hold on to more money but to just go in deciding you're going to wait to the end, because we've had the reverse happen where everybody holds on to the end, and all of a sudden just movies are going for ridiculous amounts, like $30 for some crap.
Right, and I was worried about that.
Like,
so we had an alternate
$18
strategy.
for Trainwreck, like what happened in the better version of our fucking reality, except for the hellscape that we live in now.
That's
I think we had two picked out, like two big ones to buy, and ignoring the Avengers, figuring that was just going to be a big bloodbath of everything, and then everything just kind of moved fast, and all the little ones kind of went away, and so then we're sitting there with $6, and right?
Yeah, but
we
I'll say,
Jenny
I
and I
think
were
Minions is going to do so huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feel confident about that one. Jurassic
Jenny
Park,
and I
maybe.
were worried that you guys were doing the same thing we were.
Just waiting around.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
Despicable Me 2 do really good?
yeah, dude, it won the draft for me that year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it did like 250 or something, or creeping up on nearly 300 if I remember right.
Nice.
Which movie, Brian? Despicable Me 2.
Yeah, I am not now.
Minions
Help me
was-
understand. It doesn't. I didn't see the DreamWorks logo anywhere on Minions. I saw a different studio. It looks a little bit outsourced, which made me nervous about Minions.
No, Minions.
Penguins
never
made me
tried.
nervous about Minions.
Minions
Yeah.
is Sony.
Yeah, but Minions is proof. It's studio proof. Like, the kids love the Minions.
You know what else the kids love? Penguins.
Yeah, that's true.
No, but the kids didn't love the penguins like they love the Minions. The Minions made more money in that second movie than it did in the first. It's going to be huge.
Yeah. I think Minions will do better than Inside Out.
No way. Not in a million
Oh no,
years.
I agree with that. I think so too.
Really?
Minions is like a cult thing. It's like the kids have like a little cult built around the little yellow guys. So Inside Out is new, so there's not
Cult
anything
movies have
established.
a reputation for doing gangbusters in the theaters.
Inside Out is a
Yeah.
little convoluted. I saw the trailer, and I don't know how many kids are going to be able to follow the fact that you got like
Yeah.
different people in your brain
It's a tough
controlling you.
title, too. It's a tough title.
The title doesn't tell you
Pixar
much,
movies kinda have a
really. So
ceiling.
yeah,
could
I
see
agree with that.
Minions reading for Pixar movies.
Yeah, I think
Hey,
my
that's
top-
great. I feel worse about our shitty slate. Thanks, guys. That's really great. Hey, anyway, so what else is going on, right? You know, that Obama.
So to double check, we probably don't need a title today, do we?
No, yeah, just Summer Movie Draft 2015.
There we go.
The Waffleophagus wants to know if Mike TV can make his little quips about the movies into an EP.
Yeah, I was going to actually do some studio recordings of them tomorrow and just make them available kind of for free to the patrons.
Oh, you better jump over
but,
to patreon.com/GetSetGo!
But if you want, you can be a patron for like 10 cents a week. So you can get it like for ridiculously cheap. I try to make it so that even people that were super poor, like me, could still join in.
But also, you should
Tom
feel
Joad
really
of
bad
Patreon.
and donate more.
The Tom Joad of Patreon? Is that what you just said?
Just look for me, Ma. I'll be there for as low as 5 cents on
Patreon.
Patreon.
Good news, everyone. Avatar, adjusted for inflation, made $800 million domestic. So we definitely have zero chance of Avengers doing anything near that.
Wait, what do you mean?
That I actually looked up that stuff too, and I was shocked to see what the ceiling was domestically, because we always think of Avatar and Titanic as being these like plus billion-dollar movies, but yeah,
Titanic
domestic
did do
like
over $1 billion domestic. So
What did?
adjusted anyway.
What film was that?
Avatar did $800 million domestic adjusted for inflation, and Titanic did $1.1 billion adjusted for inflation.
Holy crap!
So is Titanic still the number one of all time?
adjusted for inflation.
Adjusted,
Yeah.
it's Gone with the Wind.
Oh, really?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Man.
That's a lot of inflation.
I mean, but there was nothing to do. Fucking, you didn't have Periscope. Fucking, you couldn't fuck people that you find on your phones. Like, it was boring. What the fuck else are you gonna do? Go to Gone with the Wind again.
Here's a fun fact, though. Number 2 adjusted is Star Wars at $1.4 billion.
Wow.
Wow.
I don't know if that's counting all the re-releases and stuff, though.
Oh, I think they
How
do.
much
I think
did
they
Star
do
Wars
throw
go
all those
for in the
in.
draft?
I think they do throw the re-releases in. I recall that when they did the one release before number 3, or the number 1, the 4th film came out. They just added the re-release into the cum for the total for the first one. If that makes any sense.
Convenient.
Yeah.
Man, right on. Well, shoot, what
Brutal.
else is there
Good job,
to do?
Tom.
Yeah, well done.
Hey, Jenny was, if not more, a part of this than me in making our strategy
I don't
work.
know how to do
and
math.
we haven't won yet.
Yeah.
That's good. That
So
makes
wait,
me feel
so
a
what
lot
happened?
better
So
about
yeah,
it. Tom,
what
you
are we
suck.
rooting for?
Great job, Jenny.
The technicality that you haven't won yet, it's predetermined. You've got
No. Pan, let me tell you something. That Pan movie.
Pan has the biggest chance at flopping.
Yeah.
The slate.
It
Well,
looked great.
and
The
keep-
trailer is great, but then there is someone running around in like hot pink eyeshadow. I'm not.
Yeah.
sure.
Maybe Ant-Man will be released as a nature documentary.
Keep in mind, Pan was projected on HSX at like 111 million, and then it just jumped down to like 90. So I figure it's not going to go much lower than that. Although it could be a
Yeah,
hot
Pan
tragedy.
was me trying to get pixels by driving you all to spend money on it.
Yeah.
But I still didn't go over what I thought it was valued at, and we didn't want to end up with, like, we already ended up with way too much money unspent as
Hey,
it was.
and by the way, to put it in perspective, I mean, it's one thing to sit there and watch, but when you the bidding alone is insanely fast, and then the trying to consult your notes and then on top of that, working stuff out with your partner and stuff. I mean, that's certainly. I mean, the Justin thing makes total sense. It's like if I didn't have time to write more than like get Pan. And then, and when you read that, I'm sure Justin's just like, yeah, man, if we got the money, sure, I'll take Pan. And then it's like,
gone.
Yeah. And to be honest, like none of that really even changed anything. It's like, I don't think it changed much for us either way. We weren't within.
I mean, that was because my thought was also, number one, I didn't think that we were going, like that even at that 17, the idea was that we were bidding up something that wouldn't otherwise get bid up. And I wasn't pissed if we got it no matter what, considering that when Tom is like leaning money wise like on everything, then like saving money for the thing that you really want to get in the bottom 5 is very often the quickest way to getting sent home with $20 that you can't spend.
Right.
This was just kind of the perfect storm that Tom played really well. So what I mean, like, are we rooting for like a global economic meltdown where like nobody goes sees movies
after
like
May?
I mean, I think after a draft like this, you and me, we get pennants that say top half, top 50%, top 50%.
I think you guys
the most heartening part about this draft though is that everybody has gotten so smart about it. Like, and it's something that like everybody had just been kind of playing grab ass for the first 3 years. And that's, I think, still a problem is that like Brian and I, having played all the drafts, still kind of think that it's like the grab ass drafts of yesteryear where everybody just shows up and we're like, whatever, you buy movies and then it's fun. All right. And go. And everyone's like, I don't know, Harry Potter. And like Harry Potter's not in the fucking draft, which actually happened. But now it's like we've got fucking the Moneyball stat team with both Tom and Jenny and Brett and John, who are like really way better at this than we've ever like had people in the past. And like Brian and I are like, I don't know, kind of done doing this shit for right now. So how about you do shit? And I'm like, I don't know, bro. Whatever. We'll just roll.
Yeah, well, I approached the winter draft the way you're talking about, where I just showed up. It was like, I don't know, I'm just going to bid on the movies and try to spend all my money. Didn't work.
So I approached the winter draft with a solid plan that I immediately threw out the window as soon as we started bidding. And that was the thing that happened.
It's amazing.
I don't know. Tom has a couple of movies that have a chance of being like breakout failures. We might be able to like feel good about ourselves.
Is it a breakout if it's a failure?
And just a big surprise bed pooping.
By the way,
Selfless and Pan. Selfless and Pan are the
Selfless
two.
and Pan. San Andreas could be a big flop too if it goes like the route of Hercules or something.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a flop.
Rock plus Holiday plus total destruction of California. Come on.
The Rock doesn't open outside of franchises though. Like that's why I wasn't really in love with San Andreas, even when Brian thought it was Aloha.
Yeah,
that was best.
I want to see what Pixels does and Paper Towns. I think those are sleepers.
Mm-hmm.
Sandler has been on the decline. Take it from the guy who bought his movie last year.
Yeah, I think Paper Towns can be a hit, but it's a hit with a ceiling of like 110.
Well,
yeah,
that's where
I can't see it doing more than 120.
Like a Walter Mitty type.
But if you had a bunch of surprises, Andrew, you could wipe up. Like and you each one of your even Entourage has the potential to overperform.
Yeah, I still have a lot of friends who are totally into Entourage.
Well, you also have to look at what else it's competing with. You know, Magic Mike is competing with what was it? It was like a guy movie. I think Terminator.
Magic Mike, I think, will outgrow Terminator.
So, I mean, the guys are going to go watch Terminator, and then the wives are all going to go watch Magic Mike, you know?
Well, because Terminator has a very good chance to be hot shit coming off another franchise movie where it's hot shit. And also, the one thing that we did do going into it is just kind of identified larger trends that we learned last year, which, number one, franchise aren't as bankable as you might initially think. That's what we learned last year. People just spent way less money at the movies last year. And chick-centric or chick like targeted movies did really well, which is what won Brett and John the draft last year with Maleficent and Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah.
I mean, who thought Magic Mike would do that well with the first one? You know.
Yeah.
Plus, talk about like a cult following. That movie has only gained like eyeballs since it came out. But I guess it all depends on if Genuine puts out a new hit, right?
Why? The first one works. God damn it.
He's used the same fucking one.
And now everybody's just taunting us with the Tom Moneyball fucking picture in the chat room.
Oh, is that what's happening?
Movie ball.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God! Yeah.
I love this poster because it looks like the Robert Zemeckis mocap version.
Oh man. Yeah.
How
you
good
guys
is
are
life
second
now
down.
that he stopped doing those?
Yeah, now he just makes, grindingly depressing morality stories about alcoholism and plane crashes.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, man. I definitely sat down to Flight with a beer and never even finished it. Hey, by the way, Bryce, now that I can speak freely, I'm sorry for throwing you a bunch of rando stuff.
Yeah.
I
have no idea why.
I don't
these
think
things
you've
are
ever
saying-
encountered this, but I bet I could tell you what's happening.
Sure.
There is some goddamned function. I don't know if it's a Skype thing. I don't know if it's a card thing. But when too much loud stuff comes in,
Skype
and
auto adjusts.
it's not Skype. I've disabled it in Skype. I've disabled it in Windows. Everyone says the same thing.
Okay.
Click here, do this, blah, blah, blah. I'm
Sure,
like,
sure.
I've tried all that shit, motherfuckers. There's something that drives it down. I bet right now if you right click on the audio thing.
On recording
And
devices.
then go to devices, go to recording, and then go to, yep, look, told you, motherfucker.
Oh,
See, it has it down to like 45, which is why.
And you know what? And
This is why the two of them, and I knew you were looking
I
at the
saw it
main
over
one.
here, and I didn't want to fuck with it because I thought it would be weird.
Right, that one is correct. The other one
is correct.
Yeah.
Usually, my experience is that it needs to be at 50 all the time.
Oh, really? Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess you can. I
Because
don't
this
know.
one's the loud side.
What?
This
No.
one's the one that
That's
was
the one.
louder.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
This morning, those were both identical. Over the course of us setting up, enough loudness came in that the middle one turned itself down to 50%.
Huh.
And so you were still
Is
writing.
auto adjust on in Skype?
Motherfucker, I swear to God, I'm going to punch you in your queen's face. I am so tired of that same advice I just got done saying. Yeah, no, it's not Skype.
Oh,
And
wait
it's
a minute.
not-
How about a Windows 7? Do you have reduced to half on or no?
That option, it's.
Hold on. Under recording device, and then go to sound and then communication, and then see.
Wait, here,
it's
show
just
him
so
where
you
it's
can
set
mess
right
it.
now. Show him where it's set right now.
Sure.
And I'm sure he's familiar with it, but
I don't have this problem in Chrome OS.
This one's having with Chad.
That's true. So you see, well, I guess it's back up to 100% now, but
I put it on 100%.
Okay, great. So you did. But there's some I have not figured out what is driving it down. Maybe it's hidden in the Realtek settings. I haven't found it, but it's not the default.
I've had that issue before.
Okay.
Where it'll auto do it, but
Do me a favor, Brian. Can you go to the sound and then you see where it says like communications on the side?
Yeah, it's not that either, but we can walk through it just so you can see it. But
Sure.
if
You
you
could
go to
do
communications, it's got allow Windows to auto adjust volume, and it's set to do nothing.
Yeah.
do not
Brian, this is like just inviting people shoving like hot pokers under your nails to do.
This is Justin has entered the flock now of people who have understood and experienced the misery of trying to tech things out.
I'm just saying, let's just do it. It's worth it to carve 2 hours out of your day to call one person to go over this stuff than to do it with 8 people
Well, and it
and
happened-
everybody in the chat room.
It happened right before the show.
Yeah.
Or so.
Well, and that's when everybody came in, and just the mixture of everything, something spiked it too loud, and it goes and went it all down.
Because the problem is, like, even if you solve it, it's not worth it. Like this, like the hell that you have to go through in publicly doing tech stuff is just it's. They should do it at Guantanamo Bay. They should sit people in front of a computer in a chat room and say, like, "Hey, do me a favor, fix out why there's a hum."
But anyway, I was thrilled to
Skype
see that
is
you
for me.
figured it out and that you were just riding according to that
Yeah.
one. That was the right solution.
Did you try deleting your registry?
Yeah, I need to have System 33, so I should just get rid of any older ones.
Tell them to delete the System 32 folder.
Yeah, find that System 32. Get rid of that. Trash that.
That just means you have duplicates.
Yeah.
So in the middle of the show, the thing went live.
What thing?
The thing?
Yeah. Oh shit, we can share it now.
Is anybody interested in seeing our thing?
Heck
for
yeah, no,
today?
play our thing. It went live. It went live. Genius.
Oh no, I moved it.
Pause it. There we go.
Should have saved earlier, Bryce.
Boy, before you play it, I gotta run.
All right, bye.
All right,
Andrew.
take care, Andrew.
Bye,
Thanks
Andrew.
for saying.
All right, man. Good to see you, man.
See you later. Good seeing you guys.
Nice meeting you, man.
Later.
There you go. Boop.
Accurate. All words that have been used to describe me. Hello, I'm Brian Brushwood, the creator of Scam Stuff, Gear for the Modern Rogue. 1 year ago, I set out to change history by reinventing it. So I put my team hard to work to create the ultimate timekeeping device. A watch, a chronometer, and a very small clock, all in one, combined with one of the most fundamental technologies man's ever created. With a simple click of a button, you'll be able to summon a flame nearly 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Whether it's a drunk asking if you've got the time or a smoker asking if you've got a light, the answer is always, leave me alone. The applications are limitless, from starting a pilot light to creating a night light to summoning your favorite band for an encore. You could do anything with the Arson watch. Except Arson. That's illegal. Not only does the Arson watch have a fully functional time plate, it has pictures of smaller other time plates. I wanted to do something unbelievable with the Arson watch. I said, lose the battery. No battery. And then they said, but we need a battery. I punched him. And I said, did you hear me? I said, no battery. Need a visual effects shot? Guess what you can use. The more stuff you burn, the more useful it gets. Available in a dizzying array of color options. From gray to space gray to silver, platinum, chrome, chromium, titanium chrome, and chrome space chrome. All versions of the Arson watch are available now at scamstuff.com for only $14.99, except for the exclusive White Platinum Blessed Edition, which is $10,000. It's just like the others, but I do this over it. People say, why would I spend 10 grand on a watch that is indistinguishable from the other ones? To which I say, clearly it's not for you. I say, whoa, somebody's too cheap and too smart for this guy. You guys talk to legal about any of this stuff? Do we have legal?
Nice.
Wow.
Well done. Very good.
I'd also like to call out God in the chat room who called my sweater an ugly ass sweater.
Oh, shit. He called me having an ugly ass face. You made a god. Guess it takes a maker to know one.
Oh shit, God, you're so boiled. You make mistakes, bitch.
I love that tie. That tie was hot.
Yeah.
That was a fine tie.
I said.
The only other thing I wanted to see out of that was the flames suck.
Oh,
Oh,
shit!
man.
Did we not have that footage? Was no good. It looked bad. All right, you
so embarrassing.
Yeah, okay, good. You saved me. That's the difference. Is Brant would have done that without
It's
thinking
exactly
twice.
what it sounds like too.
That would have been the whole ad if I did it.
What was the flame suck?
It's like
I have a watch. Do you want to try it?
Oh Jesus, no. Well, I mean, sure.
really
yeah,
dangerous.
fuck it. I'll go for it.
He basically just turns on the watch and then sucks the flame into his mouth.
But yeah, it's like if you inhale
amazing.
fast enough. I mean, you burn the shit out of your lips. But it's. All right, here we go. Oh, dude, we got to up this flame in a huge way. Here, give me your bottle opening screwdriver. Yeah, here we go. This apparently these are like super well known and popular in like Asia, but we'd never heard of them. I think this is out.
No, it's.
I got another one if you need.
You do?
Yeah.
We're gonna get you to suck a flame. Frank.
You're
Gonna suck it. You're gonna suck it for everybody.
The history of fire eating is a whole
Boiled.
flame boiled.
There we go. Hold on. Yeah. Here, can you turn off the? Yeah, this is gonna end well. Yeah. There we go. All right. I don't know if you could zoom in. I swear it looks like I'm about to smoke a bowl or some shit. All right.
Wait. Okay.
Don't burn your beard.
Get the mic so that they can hear the sound.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, mic it up.
So
Don't be. I mean, when you're gonna do something really retarded, do it right.
All right. Here we go. Totally safe, bro. Here we go. Oh. Whoa, shit! It's right there. We're fine.
This machine's ready.
All right, here we go. Fuck.
That's how Brian gets high. Just inhaling those fumes.
Shit. Oh, God. Oh, my saliva's boiled. Literally. Oh.
Don't try this
I
at
can
home,
smell
kids.
your mouth.
I was gonna say, I can smell that.
That's the burnt. That's the burnt facial hair that you're smelling.
How's the end of your nose?
Ah.
You know, if that doesn't get you to go buy one of these, like, come on, guys.
Sold. I want.
Oh
10.
my God. Oh, so there's that.
Available now. It's Game
Yeah. We meant to. Oh, go ahead.
And so you can choose between all these different colors: silver, silver, white, white, silver, platinum, chrome, titanium, chrome, and you can get the white platinum blessed edition.
Yeah.
Just hit add to cart.
Timberwolf.
There's. Oh, you're showing it off.
Check it
Damn,
out.
son. Look
And
at
then
that.
we'll just check out the paper.
That's amazing.
So what? All right. Let's say somebody actually gives you $10,000. Like, what are you gonna do?
You're gonna get a watch.
He's gonna get that watch. He's gonna do this over it.
Bryce is like, he's gonna get a watch, and I'm gonna get a raise. That's what the fuck's gonna happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh man.
So
Wow.
is it a
Ladies and
functional
gentlemen,
watch?
I gotta run.
Yeah.
I have 800 hours of TV to watch.
Okay,
Jenny.
take care. Yeah, no, it's,
Bye,
it's a legit
Jenny.
watch.
Good job,
Bye,
Jenny.
Bye, Jenny.
Good night.
By the way, my favorite part of the ad was the random hair that, like, on the fancy show-off moments. Tell me that was intentional.
Yeah.
Yeah, when the colors on the colors part. I thought this was like intentionally. Here, cut over to it. Look at the moving. I assume pube down on the bottom in the middle. It's below the chat. Wait, that wasn't on purpose? Oh, dude,
it's
I
right
thought
down
it was
there.
totally.
Wow.
That's not.
I thought that was hilarious. I thought you're like, oh, that's hilarious. He even filthied up the.
Dude, Bryce, number one, just own it. Fucking
Yeah,
say,
man,
yeah,
just-
no,
I mean,
hilarious.
if it's a pube, statistically, it's probably gonna be mine. But it was not intentional.
It's
No,
just
no,
math.
Bryce, okay. Can we have a heart-to-heart right now, Bryce?
Absolutely.
Let me just tell you something. I've fucked up my entire life, right? It's all I ever do. It's what I'm truly best at. When people call you out on it, you just say it's on purpose. The world opens up for you. It is the cheat code to life. So when someone says, did you put that pube there? That was hilarious. It's the same thing as like Ghostbusters. If they ask you, you're a god, you say yes.
Sounds legit.
Understood. Oh man. Yeah.
All right, I'm
no,
calling the night,
pubes.
guys.
All right.
All right, take care, guys. Good seeing you.
Bye.
See you guys.
Good drafter, buddy.
Bye.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is like an old school BB Live show.
Yeah.
BB Mega.
Oh, now it's out. I
It's
blasted.
kind of going back and forth when I was using it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It warms up.
Oh, you were the first. Did everybody leave?
Yeah.
Looks like. yeah,
Oh,
looks
the
like-
last. I think whoever was the first one in after we.
Oh, shut it all down.
Yeah.
Oh, they have to come back. We'll see if they come back.
Oopsie-doodle.
Oops. Well,
Yes,
we're
they
still
wanna
here.
Yeah.
And, we'll just hide that permanent link.
Ooh, doggy. Wow, that. Hold on, look. If you check on Twitter,
Okay.
Arson Watch just said, "Oh shit, I just got boiled," along with a photo of me, me sucking on a watch pipe.
I'm
Oh,
gonna turn this fan around because I'm getting.
yeah, please, yeah, go ahead. I
Yeah.
don't plan to start it again.
Hey, man, what's going on?
Hey, dude, are you still on the air?
Yeah, I'm still in the air. Are you still on the air?
No, I'm not still on the air. John had to go to bouncing, and I was in the so I'm driving home now, and I was going to ask about how your game went, but you're still on the air, so call me later.
All right. I'll talk to you later. All right. Bye. Brett Rounsaville, ladies and gentlemen, joining the show.
Hey, we got a straw poll. Strawpoll.me/4011617. Who do
Yeah.
you think is going to win? I, of course, voted Pol Pot.
Yep.
Wow,
DTNS. Now, okay, I actually don't know that DTNS is going to win.
You think Amtrekker?
I think Amtrekker's got a stronger. I think very likely I was wrong in my estimates of Avengers, and that it may. Let's say it does do better. Then that's 700.
If it's a great
wait,
film,
hold on,
they're
hold
gonna
on,
get a
guys.
lot of repeat viewing.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
And that's really what.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, you still in the air?
Yeah, I'm still in the air.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just wanted to find out why Brian's turning against me suddenly, but I'll talk to you later when you're off the air.
Okay, man. All right, I'll talk to you. Bye. Tom Merritt, everybody joining the show.
Tom's just mad that I'm gonna win.
Oh, he's turning. Okay, it took me a second because I was trying to figure out. I assumed it was John Teasdale.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on whether or not Avengers just wrecks life, and also it depends on whether or not. I mean, like all of our estimates for last draft completely went out the window. People that we thought would walk away with it completely shit the bed because it was topsy-turvy summer. And so it's like winter wasn't really any more predictable. So it's like as much as the problem is that Tom can stack all the corpses of underachievement of all of his movies together and probably win the draft because he just has so many decent shots, so many decent lottery tickets.
Yeah.
That it's like one of them's going to play out.
Well, and that's the thing, right? Is that the core of my strategy has always been as many you can't predict the surprise, but you can prepare for it by having as many different options as possible. And DTNS freaking definitely, if there's a surprise after July 1st, they own it.
Yeah.
Unless that surprise is Trainwreck.
I mean, listen. Brian, let me indulge you in Trainwreck Fever. Can I interest you in Trainwreck
Dude,
Fever?
I'm already on, man. I'm going to start watching Inside Amy Schumer right now. I just got to get my head around it.
Bankable. Nobody does R-rated comedies that make as much money as Judd Apatow, right?
Yeah. No, he's the king. Not even Kevin Smith when he tries to.
Amy Schumer, star on the rise. Could be, a female Seth Rogen, open movies in a major way. Very much could do better than Bridesmaids. Has a better bona fide going into it pre-open than Bridesmaids did. Bill Hader, man on the make, SNL, Trainwreck Fever, baby. Dude, I can't even say it. I can run this bit for fucking 5
I'll tell you what
months.
though, man. I'm surprised I'm surprised that the analysis is that will make the top half. But to be honest, I don't know. It doesn't really change much. I mean, that's a minor error. We weren't. All we did was screw over GFQ and Frog Pants by kind of going out early. We could have made that pressure that would have caused Tom to not run the table, but
he still would have gotten he got
he would have gotten the
4
big
of them,
heavy
right?
hitters.
He would have gotten 2 of them.
Yeah, and
that probably still would have been enough. It just wouldn't have been such a ridiculousness.
Yeah,
and it's then for us, it's what do we get that is a measurable that really makes a fuck of a difference.
Right. Well, the only way we can say oh crap, that's where it all went wrong on that one or on My Aloha Call is if we ever were within $100 million of striking distance of victory, which we never were. I don't think we had a chance.
Well, I mean, because if you don't have Fast 7 and you don't have Avengers, you needed to kind of draw the constellation of just finding these lottery tickets, and
which is so tough to do on the fly. And yeah,
the only other one that I think we might look back on is wonder why what did Jurassic World go for?
I think Jurassic World went for like 42. It was too high. Like I was glad that it went so high. Who got it? Was that you guys?
Cord Killers.
Oh, good.
Killers.
I think you paid too much.
I know.
Just because I don't. There's too many unknowns. Justin and I, we were talking about this, and it's like Jurassic World looks like a mega blockbuster movie in the trailer, but you can kind of see the fraying at the edges. Maybe it's a sci-fi original, and it's going to be tongue-in-cheek and goofy. And Justin nailed it when he said all that matters is it's a litmus test of whether or not, what's his name, Star-Lord.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt is a mega star or not. And the
thing is, though, I think all the other Jurassic movies after the original, which obviously was the smash one, kind of just deteriorated a little bit at a time. And now it's been quite a while. So maybe now that there's a reboot and there's a whole new guy on the scene, it might be better. Who knows? I don't know.
Is Jurassic World gonna be funny enough?
Funny.
Like Guardians.
I don't know.
Like Guardians was kind of a funny movie, which is kind of Chris Pratt's forte.
Well, when was because you're gonna get a lot of. Well, what's the rating on it? PG-13.
Ooh, good question.
Because I'm assuming you're gonna get a lot of kids. You're gonna get a lot. If kids can go to it,
not yet rated.
Because you've got a bunch of young kids that love dinosaurs. This might be a bit scary for them, but like.
It'll be PG-13.
Yeah,
I mean,
If it is,
it's
then
not yet rated, then they're trying to chop it down from R to PG-13.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what's going on. Because the thing is like if they can get it to the PG-13 rating, I'm fairly certain that you're gonna get a lot of kids like dinosaur fans checking it out a bunch of times.
I mean, like,
but you really need repeat
when was
viewings.
the first Jurassic Park movie? Because this is like a whole new
91,
generation of kids,
92,
right?
No, 92, I
For
think.
this one?
Or 93?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a new franchise for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's not like Jurassic Park was without humor. You know, all the movies have had jokes, you know, so it's like if you dial it up a little bit, then it's not the worst. The big question with that is it good? If it's good, it has a chance to do in the neighborhood, like to be the Kmart Fast 7 Avengers, you know, just because it's got a star, it's got a franchise, and it would bear repeat viewing because you can say it in one sentence to your friend, did you see the Jurassic Park movie?
Yeah.
You know, and then like in so many ways, that's what it boils down to is dumb people telling other dumb people, did you see Iron Man? And then they go see it and everybody makes money.
True.
Yeah.
And that was them trying to tell each other to go see Guardians of the Galaxy.
That ruins my idea for the action movie Onomatopoeia. That's not going to be good.
By the way, you totally killed it, Mike, but I do want to give a gigantic shout out to, I feel really, the star of this show, Brant.
Oh,
the
yeah,
Butcher
certainly.
Hughes.
Thank you.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was amazing. Brant
Killing
wrote
it.
material ahead of time.
Sort of. Well, I mean, I had time to prep this time, unlike last time.
Everyone just got boiled.
But yeah, I watched all the trailers last night. Some of them I didn't want to watch because I'm like, I want to see that movie, and some of them I didn't want to watch because I was like, this is gonna be terrible.
I don't want to see that movie.
Yeah, but I did it just to familiarize myself with.
What's funny
the
is
films.
Brant came in and told me this. And he's like, yeah, I watched all the trailers and I took notes. For example, you know, that way I have material. For example, under Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, I have garbage. I'm ready.
Yep, pretty much.
No, I'll tell you what. What's amazing is that this episode. I mean, like it was only a few years ago that we did another episode that same week, because we were so embarrassed that like this show was just not funny. It was just people yelling numbers.
Oh, yeah.
And we've steadily kind of added stuff to it, some by necessity and some by choice. Like the music stuff was like, oh, let's dress it up a little bit. But really, the fact that we went to the chat stuff and had to add an audio component for people who were listening, so it wasn't just the worst fucking episode for podcast.
Oh my God, and
listeners.
it really was. It was unlistenable, like just people arguing, like I don't know, but then at least you know the numbers that we're shouting was some kind of.
There was at least a way to follow it, and when we went to text, we had to add the auction stuff, and it really makes this. Certainly, it's not the same show, as it is. You know,
I never saw the first one. Did you guys just yell bids at each other, or what happened
Yeah.
at the first? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we didn't have, and one of us, like I was switching and also acting as auctioneer and playing, and so it's like I wouldn't know when to move things along.
Yep.
They were. God bless all the people who stayed with us in those days. Oh Jesus! I'll show this.
John, if you're watching, please put this on Scams Off.
Oh, that's gonna be a GIF meme tomorrow somewhere on Reddit or something. You watch.
So the Dark Wizard Dan Dirks suggests the following: we should ditch chronological bidding.
If you want an efficient market, then yes, but that sounds like something besides what we do. I mean, I mean, to me, part of the.
You?
What's that?
Then how would you order?
Yeah.
it?
What would then what?
Well,
each team nominates a movie, and you do it until you have 30 movies.
Like a draft, like an actual
draft. So people are picking from that same list. But that way,
Like
the heavy
dodgeball.
hitters.
Man, then finally our draft could be as exciting as the actual NFL draft. Although, as I'm saying that, there are people who find that really, really exciting. But my guess
You mean
is
the
kind of a big thing.
multi-billion-dollar franchise?
Yeah, but I mean, but still, it's like I don't know. I guess you got people jumping around who know the context and stuff. But that's the problem is half the movies nobody's heard of by the time we are literally the first time people are hearing more than half the movies. So it's like they will have no context.
But I guess or Jag Aaron saying just make it totally random and not
chronologically.
And not chronological.
Totally random would be interesting because then it's like this electricity of like, what's left and you don't know what to hold on for.
So because also now I feel like there are 5 teams that are fairly unsatisfied with the outcome of the draft, which is never really a great thing to have.
Gee, why do you say that?
Or at least there's one team that's very unsatisfied with the outcome of the draft, or at least their ability to think that they won. And part of that is because people have gotten smart. And I know John, for a fact, is like they're trying to exploit not just what each movie should go for.
Right. They're now playing the metagame. They're playing
exactly.
Like not only have they learned all the rules of chess, but they are now to the point where they've realized that book openings are stronger if you use a Sicilian defense and so on.
Exactly. So the idea would be that you're not Avengers could come first, Avengers could come last. Or it might be actually the argument to at least test run it with the winter draft is Star Wars. So that way nobody knows when Star Wars comes out and everybody is just buying what they think are good values and stuff like that.
That's actually good because that's the thing is if you're waiting around for something, then that's a good idea. Actually, I kind of like that. It eliminates the I'm holding on to my money till the very end type of thing because I know this thing's coming up. So, yeah.
Here's the problem: is that this group is very, it works now, and nobody wants to fuck with it because we're afraid that we're going to break the thing that makes it work. And I totally understand that.
What about doing do this as it is, and then do another one as a test run for the same season, and then you can just kind of like.
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I think maybe the winter draft is a good one to mess with since we always kind of regard it as a second-rate league.
The Puerto Rican league.
Yeah.
Which fucking outgrossed the summer league last year.
Dude, American Sniper, man, really? Wow.
Who
knew,
bro?
Who knew?
Who knows, bro?
White people.
I'm getting a transmission from 2015 Summer League champion Tom Merritt, who says we should do random for Star Wars.
Yeah, I like that. I like that as a because the more I thought about it, I don't know. Like, yes, that will introduce a new method of gameplay to it, but also won't involve, because I was thinking about how would you break it into two parts like we were saying, or shares, because they'd have to go for the same price, right?
See, I don't want to fuck with that because that I feel like is a whole nother wrinkle of the game. And also, like, we want to encourage people getting good.
Right.
Because, like, the whole idea is that, like, I think that this is something that, like, is really fun and I would like other people to play. And the way that that happens is people become really good at it.
Yeah, agreed. By the way, call back in, Tom, if you're watching right now. Just come back into the same chat.
You'd still have the list,
Actually,
but
Tom,
you would
just call
just
me on my
not show
phone
off
and
the
I'll just
order,
hold it
right?
up.
Say again, Katie?
Say it again, Katie.
Oh, it's Christy.
Well, I knew it was Christy until I heard you say Katie, and then I was not really thinking. I was like, repeat what he said.
Fail. No, I was gonna say you'd have the list of movies still, but you would just not divulge the order until you're actually underway.
Correct, and
Right?
it would be truly random. And so, like, man, can you imagine if somebody takes Star Wars for 100 just because it comes up first and it's just fast fingers, and then wow.
Okay, we got a caller. Caller, go ahead.
I'm eating a tortilla.
All right. What's going on, man?
So you told me to call back in. What's up?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, you got something to say other than this whole tortilla bullshit you're trying to drop on us?
Yeah, her name's Christy, for goodness sake.
God damn it.
Shit,
Oh, boy,
you know, you embarrassed. All right, I love you, Tom. Tom's eating a tortilla.
I've always said that about Tom.
Well, fuck, man. I thought that was a really fun episode, even if the draft is not worth watching this year. But maybe it will be. Who knows?
You never know.
Yeah, and I am sorry if for even a brief moment you thought that I was trying to backdoor you against you. I just wanted to share, because I didn't want to stop the show to explain the drama. I wanted to feed, because I figured we'd go over our conversation anyway. And so I was like, but I didn't want to tweet it out on Instagram and confuse everyone. So I used the Black Ops account, just knowing that somebody in chat would see it and point it out. I didn't in no way meant to try to big time you or anything of that.
Well, yeah. It was in that moment, you know, when you feel embarrassed and you've just apologized, like, for the first reaction to not be like, yeah, dude, that sucks, but to be like, hey, here's this private conversation made public. Like, that was not a great feeling.
Yeah, well, I apologize that you had to endure that for any amount of time.
Yeah, no, that was just a boner. That's fine.
Here comes Backdoor Man, my new superhero.
Backdoor Woman Man.
Coming next week.
Well, hell, let's wrap this fucker up in a bow. Christy, thank you so much. You got to come back on the show one of these days when we're not just yelling numbers.
I'd love that. That'd be great. Thank you. And thank Bobby down there for me, too.
Bobby.
And thank what?
Bobby with the glasses.
Oh, Bobby, yeah. No.
I was only repeating what Bryce said. I know you're Christy Cates, K-R-A-S-T.
I know. I'm just kidding.
No,
Thanks, guys. Thanks very much. It was really fun.
Casti Bristillo.
Bye, guys.
Bye, all.
Cheers.
That was fun.
Dude, that was great. Good work, sir.
Thank you, yeah.
Oh, Justin Robert Young, every time you go,
I could have harmonized with it.
You could have.
And next time,
All right, take two.
So
Do it now. Do it now.
Is this still going?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
night attack, night attack, night attack,
Angels weeping.
night attack,
Yo, night attack.
night attack,
Yeah. What? Night attack.